Okay, guys, we are live. Just going to do a little 15-20 minute chat here about the Reds. Bit of transfer news. Obviously, Mbappe and Tchouameni news from Monaco. Doesn't look like both are coming to Liverpool, does it? Well, the Mbappe one, I never thought he was coming anyway in the first place. I mean, there was a lot of hullabaloo. Champions League final in 4 days' time in Paris, Liverpool, Madrid. It's dreamland. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in, as I say. Wow, what a time to be a Liverpool fan. It almost happened on Sunday, of course. 3 goals in what, 6-7 minutes by City. I mean, it's crazy, crazy stuff. We could have done it. We beat. Look, we did our job. We did our job. We won 3-1. We beat Wolves 3-1. We did our job, and that was the main thing. I mean, it would have been even worse if we would have not beaten Wolves and City would not have beaten Villa. That would have been a real heartache. Well, it was a heartache enough, but we got to make up for it now, and we got to bring home number 7 on Saturday night in Paris. Thiago news. It's 50-50. I think it's a bit of some good news coming out of the camp, though. To be fair, let's hope it is good news with Thiago. It's more bruising than ligament damage. It was an Achilles issue, so let's hope, and let's all pray in the next 4 days that Thiago is on the pitch, or at least on the bench, or some way involved, because we'll need him against Madrid. Fabinho looks like he'd be okay too, so let's hope. It'd be great to have the two of them on the pitch. Really, I think we'll need our strongest team. We'll have to play our A game to beat Madrid. There's no doubt about it. It's Real Madrid. It's cup finals, one off. We just got to get ready to rock. You know what I mean? Hit the like, guys. Hit the share. Benny513 in the house. Hey, Benny, hopefully you're well. Hopefully the audio and the picture is good. Give me a thumbs up if it is. Seems a little slow where I am, but let's have a look. John Moore in the house. How are you, John? Hopefully you're well as well, bro. See you on Saturday, my friend. Serinjoy Day. Am I saying that correct? As I say, guys, look. Tchouameni, Aurélien Tchouameni from Monaco, the French midfielder. He's a proper player, isn't it? There was a chance he was coming to Liverpool, I know, but I think Madrid, because of the fact they didn't get Mbappe, really pushed through this to get him because, it looked bad. Mbappe turning them down, signing a 5-year deal to PSG. I mean, if you've seen the deal, the money was crazy. I think he even gets to pick players, pick managers. That's too far for me. That's far too far. Never mind half 30 million a year or whatever ridiculousness it is. I mean, he has an entourage as well. He's to pay the entourage. I don't think he was ever coming to Liverpool. I know there was talk. He talked to Liverpool, I think it was 6 years ago when he was still at Monaco, remember? But he's gone up levels since he went to PSG. The time to sign him would have been when he was at Monaco. I mean, that's when we could have done it. And his mother is a big Liverpool fan, apparently. So if his mother's watching, maybe next time, Mbappe. But the guy in midfield, it's hard to pronounce his name. Tchouameni, I think is pronounced his name. He would have been a proper player. He would have been a boy to get. But look, it's not to be. Carvalho was coming in, of course, and he is a good player from Fulham. He's basically signed, but he just, on the dotted line on the 1st of July, but he is a Liverpool player. It was announced yesterday. Fulham as well said it. So he's up 19. He has everything going for him. And he will not be going back out on loan. He's going to stay at Liverpool. So that is huge news for Liverpool. He's a proper player. He really, really is. He's pacey. He's got it all. Just keep his head on his shoulders and he will go absolutely far, far, far. As I say, I'm in Liverpool the weekend from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I, for one, cannot wait. I'll be in around Liverpool as well, Anfield, on probably after lunch on Friday and Saturday, just to lap up the atmosphere, lap up, the day of the Champions League or the day before the Champions League final, just to be in the city. I think it'd be electric. If you can't make Paris, you got to make Liverpool. I suppose that's the trick there, isn't it? John Moore wouldn't want a player like that at Liverpool. John, exactly. I mean, Liverpool is a tight-knit football team, tight, really, really tight-knit. We don't want players coming in. The profile has to fit Liverpool. We know the way the transfer committee has been so good over the last few years. We rarely make mistakes. There's the odd one, but I mean, in world football, you're going to make mistakes wherever you go, and in life, you're going to make mistakes. But by and large, we have been absolutely brilliant. I know Michael Edwards actually leaves now in a few weeks' time, and Julian Ward takes over, but apparently he's the next big thing. So we shall see what happens there. So look, Divock Origi, final farewell. He is going to AC Milan, who won the Italian league as well. So, I mean, he's going to the Italian champions, nice weather, nice pitch, nice stadiums. Very good for him. He was a legend at Liverpool. He's been involved in some huge, huge goals. Who'll ever forget the famous one against Pickford against Everton in injury time hit the crossbar. The last-minute winner against Newcastle, the last-minute winner against Wolves, the Champions League goal that sealed it on the 87th minute against the Spurs 3 years ago. I can't believe it was 3 years ago. The last time we won number 6 in Madrid on the 1st of June, so almost 3 years ago. And hoping number 7, seventh heaven, the magnificent 7 comes home Saturday night. As I say, I'll be in Liverpool. If Liverpool win that on Saturday night, the place will go crazy. It'll be crazy anyway. I mean, we've a League Cup, we've an FA Cup in the back pocket. We should be happy. We brought City, an Isle State juggernaut, spending zillions and trillions to within 1 point at one stage with 15 minutes to go. It was on. With 10 minutes to go, it was on. To be fair, it was probably on right up until the last minute because of the fact that if Villa would have got a 3-3 in the last minute, we were winning 3-1 at that stage. 3-3 would have done us, but that's the way it is. City are a very good side. We know if you take, well, I was going to say you can't take the money out of, I suppose, because it's all about the money, but they're really top side at the end of the day. And, for us to be up there with them fighting tooth and nails, considering how far away we were at the end of January, is unbelievable. And then to win 2 cups and be in the Champions League final, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But I just hope, and I think the players deserve it, the manager deserves it, the city deserves, the fans deserve, but you've got to do it on the pitch. The main thing is to do it on the pitch Saturday night. No regrets coming off that pitch. We want a bit of revenge for 2018 as well, I suppose. What happened to Salah with Ramos? He won't be there, obviously, Ramos, but it is Madrid. I mean, they're the kings of Europe. Let's be fair. What is it, 13 or 14 European Cups? We have 6, could be 7. I think they've 13. They can turn it to 14. We have 6. We'll turn it to 7. So, I mean, it's ridiculous amounts, 21 European Cups, basically, as of Saturday night. So, I mean, it's, all to play for. I'm hoping for a chaotic Madrid. I mean, when you look at the 3 games they played in, last 16 against PSG, I thought they were lucky. They were really lucky. They took the chances in the end. Benzema was on fire. Chelsea, the same. Chelsea basically controlled that. Chelsea should have beat them, but didn't take the chances and let in 1 or 2 sloppy goals. And then we all know what happened. City, 2 goals in like 90 seconds. So look, they're capable of doing that. That's what we got to be aware of. But they're chaotic. They are open at the back and they'll give you chances. So I think the key to the final for us is taking our chances. I think if they'll give us chances, if we play, I presume it'd be Mane, Salah, Diaz up front. So if we take our chances and are not wasteful, you might get 3, maybe 4 really good chances in a final. I think we've got to take at least 2, maybe 3 of them to win. You know what I mean? I mean, they will. I mean, Benzema, Vinicius up front, they're really top players. I mean, Benzema's on form. We need him not to be on form. But I'm confident enough going into it. But as I say, the big key for me will be Fabinho and Thiago. Either or both. We definitely need at least one of them. We need one of them. I think Fabinho seems to be okay, but he could be a bit rusty. We know the way he likes build up the games. We know the way he likes to be, a bit of rhythm. So we shall see. But it's building. It is building. There's even flags in around Dublin here, in people's houses, and I'm sure in Liverpool is the same. It's all over the world is the same. But John Moore, really do think if Liverpool play the way we know, they can beat them easy. Well, not easy. I mean, it's a cup final. It's got to be nerves, It's the last game. They know they're basically on their holidays or international football on the Monday. They've a parade in Liverpool at 4 o'clock the next day. I'm sure they'd like the European Cup on top of the bus, along with the League Cup and FA Cup. I mean, that would really make it extra special, wouldn't it? So we shall see. But as I say, it's been epic so far, but it could be historical, and that's the key for me. Dominic Seymour in the house. Who would you sign in midfield now? It seems the lad from Monaco is going to Madrid. Well, basically looks like Tchouameni's going to Madrid, as we said earlier, and Mbappe is staying at PSG. That's a done deal. The other question is with Salah, and Mane and Bobby all in 1 year left. Will Madrid, after this, try a little cheeky bid for Mane or Salah? You never know. But look, it's up in the air. Nobody knows. Next few weeks will tell, I suppose. Revenite FC, my birthday Friday would be a lovely birthday present for number 7. Says, happy birthday, my friend Revenite. Yeah, I'm in Liverpool on Friday, actually, so it'll be like all birthdays and Christmas rolled into one for me if we win European Cup and I'm in Liverpool. That would be okay. I'd love to be in Paris, of course I would. There's no way of getting the ticket, was there? Even flying into Paris is ridiculous. Even flying to Liverpool is ridiculous. I'm actually flying to Manchester. I can't even get into Liverpool, but it'll be an early one for me Friday, and get in and enjoy it, lap up the atmosphere, get around Anfield, probably around lunchtime, and just to be there, have a few bevies, of course, but do a few videos around Anfield, hopefully meet Jack Mack and a few of the lads on the Saturday. Doug out Jamie, Steve, John Moore will be there. It's going to be great crack. Look, I'm looking forward to it. But as I say, get number 7 in the bag. That will make it all worthwhile. It'll finish off the season. It'll be the cherry on top, as they say. And I think this team, I'm just saying deserve it. It doesn't matter about deserving. You have to win it. Basically, you have to win it. But a treble trophy would be nice. Yes, exactly, Revan. Three trophy parade in Liverpool would be such an amazing thing for the fans, Dave. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. You could have 3 different buses with 3 different trophies on them. The first bus would have the Champions League, then the FA Cup, then the League Cup. And the women's team, of course, who got promoted to the Super League, will have their own bus as well. So congratulations to them. And look, it's been an unbelievable season. But I think it's a transition season for Liverpool now. The lads, as I said, Origi's gone, Taki could go, Ox looks like he probably could go. I mean, you've got 3 of our top, you meet 3 amigos, Bobby on it, 1 year left, Mane, who's been unbelievable this season, and Salah, of course. The saga continues. Maybe it'll be sorted the following week, next week, straight after the Champions League. Who knows? But I think we've got to get at least 2 of them sorted. We really do. I mean, we can't lose the 3 of them. We can't lose the 3 of them. That would really put us in a bit of shit's creek, But we shall see. I'm sure Liverpool, Klopp, FSG, the committee, Julian Ward have some plan. They've been brilliant up to now. I'm sure they have some sort of plan. Tchouameni's not coming to Liverpool. We are all hoping he would have been nice in midfield. He would suit Liverpool. He's the right age profile. He's attacking. He's a big lad, good at passing, puts a foot in. He's a bit of a he's a proper player. French international, of course. That's why Madrid are going for him now, I'd say. They're trying to push that through because they didn't get the Mbappe deal over the line. That's what it looks like. And, of course, City, congratulations to City, of course, winning the league, but they've Erling Haaland. And, I mean, that automatically puts City up another few percentage points, doesn't it? Really? I mean, with the team they have plus Haaland, all the rest are chasing already. Really, and that's why I think we cannot afford to lose Mane or Salah. We really can't. I think we've got to do all move mountains to keep those 2 boys. Cavallo and Kanu and Basuma would be a good summer. Carvalho is already done. That's a done deal. I like Darwin Núñez off Benfica. He's a proper young player as well. A Uruguayan international. Brilliant for Benfica. We've seen him at Anfield. We've seen him in Benfica. He's been scoring a lot of goals. He's big, he's strong, he's pacey. He's got that bit about him. He's got that bit of X factor about him. Probably 40 to 50 million, which is around an FSG price. So I think, depending on who leaves, I mean, he could be a direct replacement. But I don't want Mane or Salah leaving. I want both of them. They've only a year left. We'll even let them run down their contracts for a year and but you'd lose them for nothing. That's the problem. So there's a lot of questions, a lot of big decisions to be made by Liverpool and FSG in the next few weeks straight after the Champions League. I'm sure they're working in the background, and people say, they won't talk about it this side of Champions League, but they're in the background. They've been working on this for months, probably a year. They knew the contracts were up next year, so they've been working on it. You know what I mean? They were working on Klopp to get an extension. He got him to get 2 years, so he's there till 2026. I say they're probably something similar with Salah and Mane on the table, probably even Bobby. But it's the age as well. Was Mane 30 in April and Salah's 30? Similar age for Bobby. So they're probably saying, right, if a year left, to be 31. Can they give us another 2 or 3 after that? Can they give us 32, 33 years at the top level? I believe Mane, Salah, you could, because Salah especially is super fit. He's never injured, you know what I mean? But it's all mathematically done. It's all, scientifically done now, and it's all stats and, nearly equations working out. I don't know. We don't know what's going on in the background. We only see the players on match day, really. We don't see them training. We don't see them, their home life. We don't know what's going on. So it's interesting, but I suppose all we can really do as Liverpool fans right now is put our energy all into this next 4 days for the Champions League football in Paris, isn't it? Against Madrid. I mean, but that's basically all we can do. I'm scared, Dave. Imagine if we lose all 3 next year. We'll need to sign a ton of players to replace them. I'm not scared. No, I don't think Liverpool will let the 3 go now. But they'd have to have some sort of succession plan, I suppose. They really would. But we'll see. I mean, they haven't let us down up till now. Bowen, yeah, there's another one. Jared Bowen, of course, from West Ham. You pay a penny for him. I think he'd have a better chance of getting Darwin Núñez from Benfica than he would Bowen. I like Bowen, I really do. I did a video last summer on Bowen, Jared Bowen. Check it out. I think it was last July. But I mean, we've Jota there. Diaz has been a brilliant signing, as we know. You know, Carvalho's coming in. You know, you've Jota. You've got the three amigos, but I certainly think we need to keep two of the amigos. Definitely two of Salah, Mane, and Bobby. I mean, even Bobby was brilliant in one or two. Look, even Taki Minamino, I would not sell Minamino. I don't know what your points are or what you think in the comments. Think of what Minamino gives you. You know, he gives you goals. He was the top goal scorer in the cup games. He comes up with the odd goal, that Southampton goal. He doesn't moan in the background. He doesn't, you know, give out. He trains apparently very hard. He's brilliant in training. He's been very unlucky not to make the bench. Sometimes Klopp's even said it himself. So if we've got rid of Origi, who was similar, didn't moan, you know, came on, big goals, I don't think we can afford to get rid of Taki as well. I think Ox definitely could go, but I would absolutely keep Taki Minamino because he's one of those players who he's one of your jigsaw pieces that's up in the top corner that you don't really see much of. You know, you obviously the ones in the middle of the jigsaw. He's the one in the top corner, but when you take that out of the top corner, you don't have a complete jigsaw. So I would absolutely hang on to Taki at least for another year. I really would, especially Origi gone now. I agree, Dave. I want to keep Taki. I love him. He should be used a bit more. Yeah, but he might be getting used. Might get used a bit more. But as I say, he gives you something different. He doesn't moan, doesn't groan. He doesn't upset the apple cart. He doesn't, you know. I just don't think we got him for what was it, 7.5 million. So you'll always get that back, maybe double that. He's still only mid-20s. I would hold on to Minamino. I really, really would. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Dominic Seymour, I really like Taki. He's a different kind of player. But that's what I'm saying, Dominic. Yeah, I mean, Minamino or Origi's gone, right? That's a done deal. He's gone to AC Milan. But he was nice to have on the bench. I mean, these bench players, with the substitutions next year, there's 5 substitutions, I think, in the Premier League this next season, upcoming season. There's 5 in the Champions League final. That's a big, you know, that's an extra 2 players that were ever there in the Premier League. You know, you can have an extra attacker or an extra midfielder there if you want to go for the win, you know. So, I mean, Liverpool, when you think, well, we got 8 draws, I think. I think 1 or 2 draws cost us this league when you think about it. It's from August to December. The 2-2 at Brighton, you know, we were 2-0 up. We were 2-0 up against Chelsea, 2 draws against City. You can't say too much about 2 draws against City, but I always think if you're up against a rival, it's good to beat them. It's always good to beat. The year we won the league, we beat City, remember? 3-1 at Anfield. So little things like that. So that's what I think Taki would be important to hold on for, especially for at least another year. What's another year? Johnny Logan would say. But let's see what happens. Monty, you never walk alone. I really like Ox, but he's just not at first team level. The problem with Ox is he's not bloody fit enough. He's never fit. He comes in, he gets injured again. Comes in, gets injured again. I think a fully fit Ox is, yes, absolutely. He's a big squad player, great to have around. Apparently he's a great lad in training and around the area, around the team. But if he's not fit, I mean, Naby Keita had that problem. Matip has had that problem. Luckily, Matip seems to have come through that problem. Has been brilliant all season. Naby's been available a little bit more than usual in the last few years. You know, so, and I mean, there's a chance Naby could start. There's a chance Naby could start, depending on what the story is with Fab and Thiago on Saturday night. So we want a big game from Naby, won't we? So, I mean, like, look, it's interesting. We've young Tyler Morton in midfield, Keita Gordon. We've Harvey Elliott. These are all young lads coming up through. Carvalho, who we've just signed from Fulham, coming up through. So, but I really do think we need 2 or 3 players plus Carvalho in the summer. And that's not with anybody going in particular, you know. Black Hammer. Wow, I like that name. If we want to win the league next season, we need to absolutely blitz everyone till at least the minimum of February. Yeah, exactly. If you want to win it, we certainly got to, you know, start and just blitz, because I'm sure City be on it with Erling Haaland. United have a new manager, Ten Hag. I said they're still a bit off. Obviously, they need players. Chelsea will come again. Arsenal will come again. You know, Spurs, top forward Conte, you'll expect them to have a decent season as well. And they have a few quid available as well, I heard today. So, look, but that's the thing about the Premier League. You need 5 or 6 teams there will spend money. I still think it'll be Liverpool, City, though, for the league. It'll be one of them winning the league next year, even at this early stage. But you've the others coming up. You know, you have the others there. They'll have money. They will have money. It take United probably 2 or 3 seasons or 2 or 3 transfer windows to get up to that level. Don't expect them to do it this summer, but you just never know. You never know. 2 French players snubbing Liverpool in the space of a week for more money. Well, I don't think Mbappe was ever on the cards. That story was 5 or 6 years old. That story about Monaco coming to Liverpool and talking to him was actually when he was at Monaco, when he was just about to sign for PSG. Liverpool came in asking him and talking to him. So that wasn't, you know, but the Tchouameni one, I think, was always on the Real Madrid thing. And I think Real Madrid probably doubled his wages now for the fact that they're not getting Mbappe, you know. I don't know. Was Tchouameni ever really on Liverpool's card? Probably talking to him. They probably have alternatives there. They don't just ever have one target. It's usually 2 or 3 targets. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go to the second one. That didn't work. Let's go to the third one. Would you want Pulisic if he left? I like Pulisic. I think Liverpool were in for him a few years ago. We're looking at him. When he was at Dortmund, of course, I mean, Klopp knows about him. He really ripped up the German league. I mean, you could say the same against Sancho. Look at Sancho. Jadon Sancho, it's at United. I mean, he's done nothing. I know he had 1 or 2 injuries and stuff, but it doesn't always work. Just because he plays well in one team or does this. Liverpool have been brilliant at picking out little nuggets of coal and turning them into diamonds in the last 3 or 4 years in particular. You just go through it. I mean, Robertson from Hull for 8 million. I mean, ridiculous prices. You know, Matip was a free, I think. Wasn't he? Cameroon international, gave up international football. Came from the German league. Look at him. Prime Van Dijk, Matip. So, I mean, we spent big when we had to spend big. I mean, Van Dijk was, before Harry Maguire, was the most expensive centre-half. 75 million for Southampton. Then we got Alisson from Roma. I think he was he was the most expensive goalkeeper for about 2 weeks or a week. And then Kepka came to Chelsea and I gazumped at him. He wasn't exactly a huge hit, was he? So, I think for me, we need to spend on big time on a midfielder. Probably even a holding midfield, even a Basuma from Brighton, someone like that. But you're going to pay big money. Anybody in the Premier League, you usually pay twice what you would pay on the continent. That news, that Xavi guy, that young guy from Barcelona, there was a lot of stuff talking about him around January. That seems to have died away, hasn't it? The young playmaker from Barcelona. I mean, we've a lot of players. We've a lot of young players coming up through, but I still think Carvalho aside, I mean, that's a done deal. At 8 million, whatever it is, I think that's a bargain, to be fair. But we still need 1 or 2, I think, 30, 40 million pound players, FSG buttes that we love. We might need fullback cover for Trent. I mean, okay, Gomez can play there. Milner probably signed another year Milner. But I mean, Milner just keeps putting it in and he's one of the fittest players Liverpool have. But can you expect Milner to play 20 games next season, 30 games next season? Probably not. So I think we definitely need 1 or 2 in. And that's not really anybody major leaving, let's say, out of the 11. I'm not on about Salah leaving. I'm not on about Manny or Bobby leaving. You know, so let's see what happens. But it's going to be interesting. But the big one's Saturday, guys. Let's concentrate the last bit of the show on Saturday night. What team would you play against Madrid if Fabinho, if Thiago are fit? They play. It's as simple as that. I'll give you my 11 who I would go with if everybody's fit. Nothing would have hurt Villa if they didn't go 2 goals up Champions League winners. That was, oh Jesus, don't talk about the 2-0 up again. Oh Christ, I'll try to forget about that. That's done. It's history. Oh Jesus Christ. And I heard another stat today. It's the first time City have come back from being 2-0 down so late in the game since 2005. And it happened fucking last weekend. Of all weekends that happened. Anyway, that's over. That's done. 92 points still our third highest total in Liverpool history. You know, points total. Fucking hell, and still didn't win the league. It's crazy. So we got to win the Champions League Saturday night. So my team for the Champions League, if everyone's fit, would be Alisson. He's been unbelievable for us. I think we'll need a big game from Alisson Saturday night as well. Obviously, Matip. I think Matip comes in. I really do. With Van Dijk. Konate's been brilliant. There is an odd mistake in Matip or Konate. He's pace, he's power. But Matip just gives you that bit more experience. Plus, he can bring the ball out. You know, he can open up the midfield. He can play a ball. You know, Kanate is a bit more static. I think that could knock Madrid's midfield off if Matip's doing his big long runs into the Serengeti midfield. So I think I'd go Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, obviously Alisson and goal. The big one's midfield for us, obviously. If Fabinho's fit, he plays. If Thiago's fit, he plays. And Henderson is going to play. He's club captain. I think that would be the preferred three. If Fabinho and Hendo are only available, I think he goes Naby lad. I really do. And then I think it's Mane, Salah, Diaz in front. I think that's a no-brainer, but I mean, he could play Bobby. I mean, I don't know. Could play Jota. But that would be my 11. Give me your 11, what you think will happen. But we shall see. It is coming in quick. We can swap Bellingham for Naby, 60 million plus. Dortmund probably won't sell without an outright replacement. Yeah, that's possible. Jude Bellingham has been talked about now for over a year. Hey Jude, you could sing it from the Copper Course, a Beatles song, and he's a proper player in England international, has everything going for him. But it's the money. I mean, maybe you're looking for ridiculous money for him. Could you get something similar for maybe half that amount? A Basuma, someone, someone from the Italian league, someone from the Spanish league. I'm sure Liverpool are looking at it. I mean, if you sign a Bellingham, obviously if you have a Naby swap, there's not much money in it, plus maybe 10 or 15 million. Then you have a few more. But I don't know what the kitty's like. I suppose the kitty be even bigger if we win the Champions League Saturday night. So maybe talk about this Monday, maybe next Monday. But Bellingham is definitely one on the radar, I would think. North Red in the house. We do have to spend in August, or we will continually chase City. Now there's no excuse. We are winners. We have fantastic sponsorship, etc. Get the checkbook out. We need two big players. Yeah, I think we need. Okay, Carvalho's done deal. We're not talking about that. Fabio Carvalho is a done deal, but I'm talking about at least two. And that's not replacing players that leave. Okay, the likes of Ox can leave, and you can bring in Carvalho, you can bring up a Katie Gordon, an Elliott, bring them in, get them stuck in. But I'm talking a Bobby or a Mane or a Salah go. Then you need a big replacement. You know what I mean? We need legs in midfield and maybe need fullback Trent cover. I think that's about it. I think we'd be grand with that. But we shall see. I mean, I think a lot depends Saturday night. I mean, if we win the Champions League Saturday night, which of course I hope we do, you know what I mean? It changes things as well. We've had a really good season, but this could become an epic season. I mean, 3 cups. Second in the league, only losing out to City by 1 point, so close to the quadruple. I mean, it's been crazy, crazy season. And I've been saying it for years now. Football's cyclical, guys. It goes around and around and around. You've got to enjoy it while you're on top. You've got to enjoy it while you're lifting trophies. My arm's actually quite sore lifting trophies over the last few seasons, but you've got to enjoy it. You've got to lift those trophies, enjoy those trophies, enjoy Saturday night, no matter what happens. A Champions League final, European Cup final. You know what I mean? So crazy, crazy times to be a Liverpool fan. Dominic, buzzing for Saturday night, Dave. Can't wait. We all can't wait, Dominic. You're absolutely right. As I say, I'll be around Liverpool, flying early Friday. I'm there all day Friday, all day Saturday. I'll be there early Sunday. But I'll be around Anfield probably after lunch, probably 1:30, 2, around that time. Hotel Tia around there, maybe in the sand and having up here. But definitely around Anfield, maybe with Jack and a few of the lads. Mick Moran might be around, copy podcast, do a few videos and just the atmosphere, just sucking in the atmosphere. The day before the Champions League final, and then the day of the Champions League final, I'll be around Anfield as well before the final, because that will. And if they win it, we're going to be in a party within a mile or two of Anfield. But if they win it, I'm going straight to Anfield at 10 o'clock or 10:30, whatever it is. It could go to penalties, this bloody game. I mean, that would kill me. 3 cup finals to penalties. I believe this will be a close game. I really do. I have a feeling this could go extra time penalties, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ, it'd kill me. Absolutely kill me. Once we win, I don't care what it does. But let's show that midfield he's making a mistake. Yeah, well, they need a bit of blood in midfield as well, though. That's the problem. They're getting old, They're still good. Modric, you've Tony Kroos there and stuff. But our midfield hopefully can be dynamic enough and bring energy to it, to overlap, just to take their midfield out, because I believe midfield's where it's won. Obviously, you take your chances. I think we'll win it. It's about taking your chance. I would not like to come off the pitch. Similar regrets, in 2018, where if you play well and Madrid play well, it's a good game, and you lose the game and Madrid are the better team, you can put your hand up and go, well, listen, better team won, unlucky. Proud of the lads. But if you go into a big game, I mean, it's the biggest cup game, biggest, one-off game there is to play, other than the World Cup and European Championships, of course, but Club World Cup, club game, it's the biggest. If you come into the game like that, I would say I don't want any regrets on the pitch in Paris. I do not want any regrets on the pitch. Go out, do your best, fight tooth and nail, scrap for every ball. I'm sure Klopp will have them riled up. He probably showed the 2018, the Ramos tackle on Salah. Show a little 30-second montage, be an hour or two before the game. That's all you need to do. Probably won't mention Karius, but you know what I mean. I just, it's gonna be epic, guys. It's gonna be dreamland. Red Xavi in the house. Midfield is the only area where we are behind. Well, left Verl and Haaland up front now as well, don't he? So, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. It's crazy. It's going to be some season next year, but we ain't finished. We got to finish this season in style. We got to finish this season in style. North Red, no, I also believe we need a big hitman in the box. I know it's not our style, but we have bucket loads across and tons of... Darwin Núñez, 10 minutes ago I mentioned him. I mean, I really like him. I think he'll get goals for us. He's pace. He's a big lad. He's strong. He's got that guile, South American. He's an Uruguayan international. He's got a bit of X factor about him. I think he would be a perfect signing for Liverpool. Whether we get him or not, I don't know, but I would like him. I would absolutely like him. Monty says, is Bale playing? I don't think so. Was he on a golf course? No, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Bale. I mean, Hazard I heard last week was back in training him. I don't want to see either of them because we've bad memories against those two fuckers, don't we? So Bale with the overhead kick against us, he did nothing. He scored 2 goals. I know one of them, Karius basically went through his hands, and the overhead kick was unbelievable. And then of course Hazard's done it once or twice against us in cup games, hasn't he? So I'd be surprised if Ancelotti, a top manager like that, brings 2 fellas in from the cold for a Champions League final. The only thing is you can use 5 subs. So would you have one of them on the bench if you needed them? I don't know. I'd be surprised, but you never know. Bale, I don't think has any chance, but Hazard maybe is an outside chance of making the bench. It's unbelievable that Karius is still with us. Roll on August. Good riddance is not. Yeah, it is unbelievable. Do you see the size of him in some of the pictures? He's like bleeding Arnold Schwarzenegger. I suppose he hasn't been playing, so he has to be in the gym all the time. But yeah, and the wages, why should he leave? I mean, what is he on? 40, 50 grand a week? It's a 5-year deal. He's not going anywhere. He's sitting there taking his wages. He's sitting there taking the wages, loving it. I'll sit here, I'll play for the youth team, I'll do me weights, go around like He-Man. I'll take me 40, 50 grand a week. I don't know what he's on, but sure it's close. I mean, yeah, it is. Just let it run down, and then he goes for free. It's just sad in a way what happened to him. But it was always there. And I seen him in the training game. I think it was a pre-season game we were playing Tranmere Rovers. And he dropped 1 or 2 clangers in that game. So maybe it's a nerve thing. And the goalkeeper makes mistakes, you're punished. We know all about it. Grobler did it before, historically in the 80s. You make a mistake as a keeper. All keepers make mistakes. Alisson's made 1 or 2 mistakes. But it's just sometimes you have to have a keeper behind you. Alisson's been brilliant this year. It just calms everybody down. The back line, we know we've Alisson behind us. You know what I mean? If you get past us, if you get past him. Whereas with Karius, it just wasn't like that. So, good luck to whatever he does anyway going forward. We don't like to see any Liverpool player, we don't like to wish any bad on any Liverpool player, no matter how many times I didn't play for Liverpool. Just get a team, and he needs to play football, doesn't he? He'd probably go back to Germany or something. So good luck to Karius. But as I say, look, guys, Saturday night's huge. It could be, as I say, it's epic. Could be historical. Number seven, the magnificent 7. If we beat Madrid, and it would be nice beating Madrid. I mean, a proper team to be playing the final. I'm delighted it's Madrid, not City. I really am. I did not want to play City. Not that we wouldn't have beat them, man. It's just more nerves around it, and it's a European game. You want to play a European team in a European game, don't you? In Paris. Madrid, Liverpool has a nice sound about it, doesn't it? It really does. I'll do something Thursday night maybe with Keith and Ivan, more of a build-up show. As I say, I'm in Liverpool Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so there'll be videos coming thick and fast from Friday, you know what I mean? As many videos in around Anfield and around Liverpool as I can. With the boys, meeting up with the boys, and whoever, come over, say hello anyway if you're around Anfield. But through the atmosphere, I'm hoping it's a dry weekend in Anfield. I don't know what the weather's meant to be like, but hopefully it's dry. It's a lovely day here in Dublin today. Now that's a t-shirt. Yeah, I was thinking a t-shirt. You know what? I've a few ideas. People probably take them off me. The Magnificent Seven would be the t-shirt. The famous cowboy films, The Magnificent Seven, and it had a great team tune as well. What was the '60s film maybe? And there was the Magnificent Seven, copyrighted right here by me. And there was another one, From Unbearables to Unbelievables. You know, something like that. And then you have Hendo lifting the cup. There's a few of them, but look, whatever. The Anfield Rap have some lovely t-shirts out there as well. Check them out. But look, it doesn't matter. The Reds, for me, I'm just hoping, I'm dreaming that we can get over the line Saturday night, no matter what way. Obviously, you'd love a 3-0 easy win, you know, saunter over the line. I just can't see a a championship final. We seem to do it hard. We've won 2 cups this season, right to the wire. You know, so I have a feeling it's going to be something similar. It's going to be nervy. Of course it is. It's fucking, no one will want to make a mistake in the last 10, 15 of European Cup because you will be remembered forever. So, you know, it'll be very, very nervy. I'm hoping and praying Thiago and Fabinho are okay. That is a big, we probably won't find out till Friday. I think Liverpool fly out Friday. So when you see them on the plane or flying out, or Klopp's press conference probably early in the morning, Friday or wherever it is, Thursday night, Friday morning, we'll know more about it. But let's just all pray, or even if you don't want to pray, do something. Do some sort of thing that you hope those boys are fit, because I think we will need them. Red Javi, Barella would be great. Plan B if Inter still have money problems. They do. I think most teams in the Italian league, every league has money problems outside the Premier League, because it seems to be the Premier League is where the money is, isn't it? Barella, I don't know. I don't know about Barella. I'd rather a ready-made Premier League player, someone like Basuma, someone who's already knows the Premier League. So it's an easier settlement rather than someone coming in from a foreign league. I know we've done loads of times with Thiago and stuff like that, but no, and you'd pay premium for him, you really would. Nordred, all the capitals dressed as gunslingers. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that when I finish this Magnificent Seven. That would be really good, wouldn't it? 7 at Liverpool. You could even have Klopp there with a hat on. You know, but yeah, the Magnificent Seven, absolutely. Cannot wait for the Magnificent Seven on Saturday night. The Reds. Hopefully, little Hendo shuffle to lift big ears in Paris. As I said, there'll be a lot of content now between now and all day Saturday. I'll be in Liverpool. I'll be doing content coming out with me bleeding ears around Anfield on Friday, Saturday, around lunchtime or whatever time I get out of bed. But just enjoy it. Enjoy it, guys. As I say, European Cup finals. The last one we were in was 2019. We won it. Before that, we were in it in 2018. Before that, it was 2007, which we lost to AC Milan 2-1. And then 2005, the famous Istanbul. But I mean, it doesn't, enjoy it. Does anyone know if Real Madrid have any injury concerns? Or it's just as usual? I haven't heard many injury concerns. As I say, when you don't hear anything, that must mean they're okay. I know Hazard was training last week and hasn't kicked the ball since bleeding January or something. So whether they'd risk him, Bale is probably out on the golf course. I don't know about those two. You're allowed 5 subs in the final, so I don't know. Hendo to emulate Emlyn Hughes and lift it twice, says Sir Oswald Fortitude. I hope you're right, my friend. I absolutely hope you are right. I just want to win it. I just want to shut all these wankers up. All the United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, but nobody fans. I mean, their teams are Thursday night merchants, they're Europa League merchants, and they're slagging Liverpool. Let's be real. Did you see City's parade the other day? So look, we are Liverpool. We do it the right way. We win the right way. I'm not saying City didn't win the right way. I mean, congratulations to City. I'm on about the other clubs. Congratulations to City for winning. You won it fair and square. Bang. Good luck. But I mean, with Liverpool, what we're fighting against, what we're doing it the right way. The policy is right. We don't overspend. We don't cook the books. We just do the job. We play the good, right football. A lot of heart and soul. The city, the fans. It's all in. And that for me is, that's why we all buy into it. That's why we all love Liverpool. That's why I'm Liverpool since the 80s anyway. But I mean, even this current crop is one of the best crops we've ever had. Has to be right up there. Madrid of the league won 2 weeks ago. They've been, Northred. The only other thing about that is sometimes it can work for you, or sometimes it can work against you. To have a little 2-week break, overthink things, you're training, you're not playing a match, whereas Liverpool literally had a game right up until Sunday, 6 o'clock, 5:45. Could have won the league, should have won the league, nearly won the league. And then Monday, probably rest and just go all eyes, where you're there's no relax, there's no build up, the rhythm is still there. Whereas Madrid, will the rhythm be there, or will they be nice and relaxed and fresh and ready to go, full of energy? So it sometimes works for you, sometimes doesn't work for you. Hopefully it doesn't work for Madrid. It works the other way. There's no rhythm there. But we shall see Saturday night. Alaba is the big one. Has he healed up in time? I heard Alaba will be available for Saturday, but that's all I heard. And that was yesterday. But I don't know if he's back in training. He is a key player for them. But I think Benzema, I think Van Dijk and Matip have to do a big job on Benzema. They have other players there. Rodrigo came on, of course, changed the game against City. They have Vinicius, the Brazilian. He's a proper player as well. I mean, they have other players. Toni Kroos, Modric. They might be older players, but they still have it. And they're probably saying, listen, this could be our last Champions League final. We want to win it here. We want to win in style. We want to go out in style. So, look, we just got to play our game, bring our A game. Hopefully, Fab and Thiago are fit. As I said earlier, everybody bring their game. No regrets. Don't leave any regrets on the fucking pitch in Paris. You have a parade the next day in Liverpool. I want you to have big ears on the bus with the League Cup and with the FA Cup in Liverpool the next day. And just win it for Klopp. 2 European Cups in the league, FA Cup, League Cup, European or Super Cup, Club World Cup would be nice. Very nice. Yes, it could be negative sometimes. Better to keep going. So hopefully the opposite. Yeah, exactly. Not right. As I'm saying, sometimes it's rhythm. You lose the rhythm after 2 weeks. Like people were saying about Fab, that the fact he's been out for 2 weeks, that even if he's fit and starts Saturday, will he have the rhythm? It might take him 15, 20 minutes to get his rhythm. Do you know what I mean? I'm praying. I pray we do it in the 90. We don't have the legs in extra time. Well, it'll be 5 subs, but yeah, you want 90. Of course you do. You want a 2-1, 3-1, 90th minute, last minute winner or something like that. Bang, deal done. But I mean, if someone said it'd be extra time penalties, you win on penalty, you'll take that too, won't you? I mean, there's no more games after this. This is it. This is it, as Michael Jackson would say. This is it. Just win it. Bring home number 7. You're on your holidays, or probably even international football friendlies, which is crazy straight after this. Elbow in the house. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you're well. What gets you the most cash? The Premier League. What gets you the most? Premier League or the Champions League? Premier League's your bread and butter. It's over 38 games. It's really hard to win, especially when you're up against someone like City. But you can also say the Champions League, because there's a lot of money in the Champions League. There's a lot of prestige. It's a prestige thing, I suppose, especially for foreign players. I mean, Real Madrid are probably looking at the Champions League bigger than the league. So would Barcelona, probably Bayern Munich too, for the fact that they win in the bloody league every year. And they're not winning the Champions League every year. So for them, the Champions League is the icing on the cake. But the league for me is number 1. Champions League is second. FA Cup is third. League Cup is fourth. I think that's... Some people might put Champions League first, League second. But for me, it's Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup. Sir Oswald, I can't take another penalty shootout. They have aged me this year. I'm starting to look like Gandalf. Oh my God, I think I'm turning the Benjamin Button. But yeah, they are aged me. I mean, to win 3 penalty shootouts in a row, what are the odds on that? And 3 cup finals, to win 3 cup finals, same season of penalties. Something's got to go right. I mean, they're not bad at penalties either already. Look, just win it. I don't care how they win it. If it's a VAR decision or an OG or a last-minute mistake or a wonder goal from Mahala. I would like Salah to score and win it, though, just for the fact of all the stuff that's happened over the few years and crying going off the pitch, being assaulted by Ramos in 2018 and stuff like that. Absolutely. For him to score the winner would be lovely. Diaz as well. He's only in the club a wet day and he's 2 cup. He's a chance for a Champions League medal. He has a League Cup and an FA Cup medal already around his neck. He's second in the league. I mean, a big season from Diaz next year, but I want him to explode. He could explode in this final. It's a big, big open pitch. the Parc de France, PSG's home ground, of course. It's a rugby ground. I think it's the rugby ground, and obviously it's the main national stadium for soccer as well. It's a big, big pitch. Liverpool should outnumber the Madrid fans probably 2/3, maybe. I don't know, maybe 60-40, something like that. You know, the Liverpool fans, they'll just get tickets from absolutely anywhere. They'll be there in numbers, absolutely. I'm expecting more Liverpool fans to make it more of a home game, let's say, for Liverpool than say Madrid. Madrid will have fans, of course. I mean, Madrid's France right beside each other. You basically get a train over. But it's gonna be nervy. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be nervous. There's no doubt about it. Even if we're 3-0 up, I'll be nervous. You know what I mean? There's that new South American contract to show Premier League. So the big games in the Premier League and Champions League, the whole event, I'm thinking would be worth 50 million, and then the deals would come after that. Yeah, well, no, Liverpool usually are looking at deals and transfer deals 6 months, 9 months, a year in advance. I think Liverpool are all, maybe Tchouameni was on part of that transfer thing, and now the fact that he's going to maybe go to Madrid automatically on their second man. Who else are we going to bring in instead of him? All right, this guy. You'll probably hear more about next week as soon as the Champions League is over. So, and maybe Mo Salah and Mane contract signing on the Monday. I don't know. But we shall see. I mean, it's crazy times to be a Liverpool fan. We're living the dream as Liverpool fans, guys. I'm going to go in a few minutes. As I say, I'll do another show in Dublin before I get to Liverpool Friday. I'll do something maybe Thursday night, little Champions League, a little close look at the Championship, Champions League final on Saturday night, of course. We might know more about players being injured, not injured, next 48 hours. So, but as I said, I can't wait to get off to Liverpool. Can't wait to meet a few of the lads. Can't wait to have a few beers. Can't wait to walk around Anfield and just soak up the atmosphere Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is going to be epic. No sponsorship deals with the winners, etc. Well, look, yeah, and we've a new sponsorship deal, I think, after next season. Standard Chartered, I think we won't double what they gave us. I think they give us 40 million a year or something like. We're looking for 70 or 80 million to double that. The new Anfield Road End stand will open not this season, but next season. So it'll be extra. It was an extra 7,000 seats. We'll have sponsorship deals coming in all over the shop, especially if we win the Champions League. I think we'll even have more. Nike, sell more Nike jerseys, and the new Nike jerseys out. There's all the apparel. You'll have the away jerseys. You'll have the Champions League bloody stuff with the, So it is huge Saturday night for the club. It is huge for the fans. Let's hope and pray Liverpool get over the line Saturday night and bring home big ears. The Magnificent Seven, you heard it here first. Magnificent Seven for the Reds on Saturday night. I'll be there. I'll be ready. I'll be square, ready to rock. It's been beautiful. It's been emotional. The Reds, let's go. More news. Keep up today. Hit the like, hit the share. Follow us for our journey. There's only 4 days to go, guys, in Paris, Liverpool, Ria Marie. I can't wait. You can't wait. It's been emotional. Stay safe. Talk soon. Let's go.